guys, Scott here from Outlaw Garage. We are kombi swapping today. We're getting rid of our 1957 single cab and our old double door is turning up. Now that hasn't appeared on the channel at all, but this is our $500 split screen bus that has been at Johnno's in Perth for a little while. So we are kombi swapping today. Like we said, it is kombi and bus swapping today. So this 57 single cab is leaving. Well, a pile of stuff on it. It's dusty before I start sneezing. Old rims, there's a collection of stuff down here. These are actually our original seats from our Porsche 356. We've just kept those. They're actually not in horrendous condition. I've got to pull everything off of this to get it moved outside. We've got our double door turning up as well. So the tempo is still here. Surprisingly, that was meant to have moved a couple of months ago, but it is still here, hopefully moving in the next few weeks. Double cab is over there. I've got a couple of Beetles down there. The bread van is there and a couple of other Beetles, but we're moving this, so we better get on with that. So there is the bus. It didn't have gates, it's got old wooden ones on the back there. It's not in bad condition for a 57. It's got a flat tyre at the moment, so we're just going to get the air compressor line, give it a bit of a pump up because I've got to wiggle it to get it out of the gate there. She's not in bad condition. Semaphore, it is the dusty condition bus, but we're just not gonna get to it. Saying that, I've got another one turning up in a minute, which I'm not quite sure when I'm gonna get to that either, but there she is. So we're gonna tidy that up. We've got a collection of Porsche parts here. So we've got what looks like an old Carrera tail. Kind of forgot that I got this, and it has got the Porsche emblem there as well, so it is an original one. We have got a collection of tails at the moment, and we'll probably need to do something about that. That one might need to find a new home. These are the 356 seats we were talking about earlier. They're actually not in horrendous condition. There we go, there's down the side. They're not in bad nick. These are never going back in our 356. So I'm not quite sure what we'll do with those. They seem to have formed a bit of a collection at the moment, but they potentially need to find a new home as well at some point. There is the old bread van. He does still have a few little bit of engine problems, mainly to do with the choke. As you can see, covered up, and we haven't done anything with this for ages, but we need to get that moved because the marble bar bus is turning up very soon. All right, rollers underneath the wheels. There she is on the side. Going off to a new home and see what Johnno does with her. There we go, that's the last we will see of the tempo, because hopefully that's getting picked up very soon. There's the double door back. So there we go, the 57 split screen finds a new home with Johnno. We'll put a link in the description below for Johnno's shop and cafe here in Perth, in Frio. But there she goes. Off to a new home. Here is our marble bar double door bus. Let's get her in the garage and have a look at her. Here we go, this is the first time that our marble bar $500 bus has been on the channel. This was a bus we picked up, I'm gonna say it was 10 years ago at least. Was it 10? Was it longer? I think it might have been even longer. This was being used as a chicken shed, added as an old, it was an old prospector's yard. It was like 3 different properties all together. Picked it up from there, paid $500 for this so that they could repair and build an actual proper chicken shed for it to be in. Picking this up was the first time I actually drove a tractor as well, so there's a bit of history with this. The kids, grandkids had painted it, So it's got painting all down the side. The bottom 6 inches were absolutely trashed when I got it. The rear corners were done. I actually made an effort to take off the rear corners. The right hand side was done by the apprentice because the spot welds all the way through were a nightmare to take off and they were all really random. The one on the left hand side was clearly done by the teacher who was doing it, and they were so easy to take off, but that was what that kind of looked like. Here it is, it's still got paint down the side. Johnno has had this at Tinsmith Garage for us for, well, since we moved out of Port Hedland, so that's been a long time. We're gonna try and keep the paint on the front of the bus. There it is. Alright, so the bottom 6 inches have been kind of done. There's a collection of stuff inside it, so we're probably going to open it up and have a bit of a look. But this is in a lot better condition than I genuinely thought it was going to be, so let's open the doors and take a look. So first thing that stands out is that it's got Wi-Fi here on the front, and it's actually been tugged because somewhere in here we've got an air ride kit for it. And there is the rest of it over there. So we had a brilliant idea to fit air ride to it at some point. There we go. I think the kit is in the back there, so we'll have a hunt for that now. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with all of this. It's got a 1600 twin port in the back. I think the gearbox is somewhere. This has got all the air ride kit in it that we bought. I think we bought it second hand because somebody else hadn't quite fitted it, so that's been hanging around for a little while. We've got some spare panels and some bits. We do actually have the Safaris in there as well. There is a random collection of stuff in here. Panels, bumper, there it all is. So there's the window inserts. I think they might have some glass, but not a lot. Wow, I don't know what we're going to do with that. There's the airbags themselves. We do know a guy in Melbourne who might be able to help us with the air ride, but there's a lot going on here. Now, there are a couple of holes in the roof because I think at some point this had a pot belly heater in it and a stove as it was being used for camping, because what our intent was, and I think we might be able to zoom in over there, it shows where this van has been, and there's all these decals all over it. So although we got it from Marble Bar, which is the hottest place in Australia, it's actually been to Victoria, it looks like it's been to South Australia, like New South Wales. This has been all over the place, this old bus. I've got a bit of a soft spot for it because, like I said, this is the first bus that I really saved for $500. So I don't know if we've thinned the herd a little bit just recently with buses and cars, but there's just something about this that I don't know if this could be a support vehicle for some of the cars and the 356 that we've got on the road. The dual cab is a particularly nice bus, but there's just something a little bit special about the double door, I think. We're just having a look through to see what's actually in the boxes in the car, and there's a collection of stuff, but look at those wheels. They are what we thought about fitting on them. So they're from CPI1? CIP? Look at those. How cool are they? That's epic on that. There we go, that's all from us today. We have done a magic air-cooled VW kombi swap. We've got our Marble Bar kombi back in the garage. I think we're gonna have to do something with it. We're not too sure what we're gonna do yet, but stay tuned, give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you later, guys. See ya, bye.